Hi folks, I am coming to you from my living room this month. I want to make these newsletters as fun as possible, but also really informative and useful. So this month I am making you a video, and in this video I would like to address what is on the minds of the most people right now as it relates to real estate. Questions like, will real estate crash? Will real estate prices drop? Will real estate prices drop in 2022? Will the market crash? Will prices continue to rise? So, are we heading for a housing market crash? Will there be a sharp decrease in home values in the near to mid future? The answer is not likely. And that's according to Chief Economist of the National Realtors Association, Dr. Lawrence Yun, who says that the housing cycle that we're in right now is fundamentally different for two main reasons, two huge differences. The first difference is that we don't have subprime mortgages anymore. The huge driving factor of the housing crash was the subprime mortgage market, which was driven by predatory lending practices, and we have since put in a lot of laws and regulations to prevent that from ever happening again. And the second main factor, it's my dog wiggling around in the background. The second main factor is house inventory. So as it says here on this quarter's Realtor magazine cover, we are dealing with a housing shortage. In fact, at the end of 2020, we were 4.8 million houses short of what we needed to be. That was our deficit. Whereas back in 2006, before the crash, there was a surplus of 2.1 million housing units. So as far as inventory goes, we're in a completely opposite situation than we were back then. So yes, we are seeing an increase in home values, but the things that are causing that increase are completely different than what was happening in 2008. And I'm about to go in a little further about what is causing the increases we're seeing now and what that means for the future, what we can expect. So let's get into it. Inflation is an issue right now. Housing prices are increasing simply because of inflation. And as you can see, the price of everything else is increasing as well as the value of the dollar goes down. Why is the value of the dollar going down? Well, we had to do something with the pandemic and the lockdown, so you've got a lot of stimulus money went out, a lot of business loans. That all required the creation of new money, and so that has caused inflation in the market across the board. But those things have also resulted in an increase of average income. So you can see folks have been saving all year. The stimulus checks as well as small business loans and everything has really resulted in folks' income increasing, which is the first time ever in history that the average American's income has increased during a recession. Now that's not to say that everyone is doing better. There's still plenty of people, in my opinion, far too many people who are not able to make ends meet, who are still in really dire straits when it comes to their finances. But on average, income has increased. And finally, home builders are slowly beginning to build more homes in 2021. We're starting to see that go up again after a complete halt in 2020. But the cost to build is still quite high, as is everything else. We got lumber prices are really high. So of course, as they continue to build, they have to pass that cost of production on to the consumer. And as we can see in this chart here, the consumer is willing to pay, and because of our stringent new lending practices and regulations, they're able to. They can afford to pay these prices and they're willing to. You're not seeing a decrease in the amount of new home sales. In fact, it's going up, and that means that people are willing to pay those high prices. So if prices are increasing and consumers are willing to pay those increasing prices, once again, that's another indicator that there's no or little risk of a sharp decrease in home values. So home building in 2021 will increase. It will increase slightly above historical norms. And to summarize what Dr. Lawrence Yun has forecasted for the coming years, median home prices should increase by about 9% in 2021 across the US and by another 3% in 2022. In sum, we're not going to see a crash. We're not going to see a sharp decrease in home prices anytime soon. We're actually going to see houses continue to increase over the next few years, though the rate of that increase should slow down. Affordability will remain an issue for many Americans, but there will be more homes on the market to choose from, so that should kind of cool off the general atmosphere of rushed offers and sort of a frenzied approach to purchasing real estate. I hope that this video was helpful to you, whether you're a buyer or a seller, and you're trying to figure out when's the best time to make your move, whether that be trying to put in some offers and purchase a home, or whether that be listing your home on the market. I hope this information was useful to you. And if you want more info and you want to talk with me more about coming up with a strategy that will work specifically for your situation, obviously definitely give me a call, send me an email, Facebook message, text, whatever works best for you. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll have some more videos for you in the future, and have a wonderful August. Talk to you soon.